Gamecast Network.
Hey. All right. It's a video game show. It's a video game show. It's not a game show about videos. It's a video game show.
Welcome to the Gamercast Network video game show for Sunday, May 17th, 2009. This is episode 142. I'm Chad, and this week for the roll call, a question from Tiger Strike. What is your favorite soundtrack from a game? And joining us this evening is Chris.
I like the Street Fighter soundtrack. Street Fighter 2.
Okay, you like it? Who composed it?
Oh, I have no idea any of that stuff. I know that the song goes like this. Oh my
God.
I could keep going, but I don't want to.
Huh.
Yeah. This is one of the most memorable. That or all the old school. We would say somebody had ringtones on their phone, and we listened to all the 8-bit NES games.
Castlevania.
Thanks, Dick. He didn't say, and next up is Keith.
Oh, did I steal your answer?
You better hope he doesn't call me first.
And next on the list is Bob.
The standing in town music from Diablo 1, haha, is the most soothing, I don't know, whatever that little harpsichord guitar music thingy. I can't recreate by singing it because it's all like echoey. Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh my God, please stop.
Haha, I took everybody's answer.
I have it on my phone. It's my cell phone ring.
Nice. Dude, that's hysterical.
And then there's the other one. See, I love that. Yeah, that's a good one, dude. That was way better than my answer.
That's hardcore. That's hardcore, dude.
I'm going to put that on my phone.
And next on the list is Ivan.
Castlevania. I do like Castlevania. I also like Super Mario Brothers. I like the Super Mario Brothers theme song, especially when it's played with little coin grabbing sounds mixed in there. That's pretty cool. I think my favorite actual track is the Final Fantasy Battle Victory thing. I used to have that actually as my ringtone for a while, but it's not, one song does not make a soundtrack, so probably Super Mario Brothers or Castlevania, but I'll let Keith go with Castlevania as his. Of course, now he won't say Castlevania. He's got another answer.
No, my answers are honestly either Castlevania or Metroid.
What was the sound when you pick up the little S ball?
S-ball.
No, I don't think that one. Boo doo 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 doo, like that, something like that. Oh, that was Final Fantasy. Wait, no, that was Metroid. Oh, who cares? That wasn't my answer.
Even though they only had the 8-bit era, they had obviously much less to work with. But man, those Japanese guys could really put together some memorable soundtracks.
I think that's why it's more memorable, because you couldn't actually make real stuff. You just had 10K of memory, and you knew, dude, this song is going to play 75 times in a row. For Legend of Zelda, it's going to go for hours. It shouldn't drive people insane.
That's true, because World of Warcraft has a really good soundtrack, but it's like a full symphony orchestra, and it's kind of hard to hum the theme song to World of Warcraft. But yeah, it is very easy to hum the MIDI version of Castlevania in your head.
Wait, we were doing a cool thing there.
No, really, you weren't though. You were doing a thing.
We were gonna do a whole 4-person. What's that called?
No, we really weren't though. We're not doing a quartet.
Well, my answer is not going to be anything 8-bit. I'm actually going to like one of the symphonic soundtracks. I like the one to Metal Gear Solid 2.
By Hirachi Mishima.
No, by Harry Gregson Williams. I don't think he's American, but it was a non-Japanese guy who did the soundtrack. It was good stuff.
I want to change my answer to Diablo like Bob.
I think you have more claim to it than I do, man.
No, it's all good. No, you picked it first. I'm just saying Street Fighter is good, memorable and stuff, but man, Diablo.
I currently have courtesy of Chris, the Left 4 Dead music is my ringtone.
I have the Benny Hill theme.
Because it's madcaps every time Keith gets a phone call. His shirt flies off. An old man across the street trips.
Don't be jealous.
He runs by and women their dresses just fly off and they're standing there in their lingerie.
It's always time for a sexy party.
This week on the GamerCast Network. Take a 30-minute road trip around the Sarcastic Gamer community in Sarcastic Gamer Radio. 8, 9, 10, TKO with Punch-Out for the Wii coming out next week. This week's Retro Force Go is all about the Punch-Out series. Who is the best fighter? Which game is the best? Why is Little Mac's pink jumpsuit so awesome? Listening to this show is guaranteed to be better than getting punched in the face. Check out the post-game report to get all your facts. Post-game. Listen to the ladies of Sarcastic Gamer Pink cover all things gaming from a more feminine perspective. Discover the community that brings you all these great podcasts and more at GamerCastNetwork.com.
Next topic.
Okay, so Keith, you tried X-Men Wolverine Origins.
Yes.
Wolverine what?
I think it's X-Men Origins Wolverine.
I know.
X-Men Virgins Wolverine.
X-Men Virgin Wolverine Orgy.
X-Men Orgy. There you go.
Come on, Beast.
And then Rogue shows up and everybody dies.
Seemed like a good idea.
It's pretty much the 360's God of War. I could see it getting old, but it's just God of War except you're Wolverine.
It's all like third person running around, hack slash, cut up.
Yes.
Picking up red and blue orbs.
Yeah, well, red orbs at least. But yeah, it's pretty much just like God of War. It is a lot of fun, though. You are spinning around, whirling death goodness.
And like, can't you get Wolverine totally trashed and he just regenerates?
Yeah. Although his pants are indestructible.
Sweet.
Your entire body could be nothing but a skeleton, yet your pants are completely unharmed.
Oh, wow, that's cool. So if you take enough damage, you lose skin and organs and whatnot?
Yeah, you get all your skin blown off and you're just bones and flesh, and it just recovers back over time.
Oh, okay, here's a stupid question. Then how do you die?
It's almost like shields, and that's just like your toughness.
Okay.
And once it gets through your toughness, then you take like actual hit point damage. And there's been a point in the game where you lose your regenerative properties and that kind of stuff, but you can die.
So just being a skeleton doesn't kill you.
No, it's amazing how much he can do just as a blob of organs.
Held together by indestructible pants.
Exactly. And when you level, your t-shirt comes back. It gets repaired.
Yeah! Do-do-do! Yeah!
But it is a lot of fun because as you go, you level up and then you get your little experience tokens to spend on stuff, increase your claw damage, increase your feral senses and all this kind of stuff. Very similar to God of War. It is God of War for the 360. But like I said, I could see it getting old, but it's a lot of fun, at least now.
Wolverine is an anagram for lower vein. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Oh my god. Did you play the Conan game there, Keith, for the 360?
Yes, I did. It's much better than Conan.
Oh, Conan was great.
And the Conan was good. This is much better than Conan. Like, do you remember the fun it was when you were playing God of War?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way this feels. It's fun. Like I said, but it's one of those, I don't know if it would have much replay value, but it's fun. Definitely worth renting. And I know you can go get different costumes. Like, I've unlocked the yellow and blue costume when you find different little tokens around.
Are those pants also indestructible?
Yes, those pants, all pants are indestructible, it seems.
Obviously, fighting and gameplay is like God of War. Is it like God of War in that there's like puzzle elements to it as well? Or is it just kind of straight up running around punching things?
There's a little puzzle elements to it. You have to, drag cars around to make different platforms to jump onto higher ledges and that kind of stuff. Very much like God of War. I need to drag this crate over here so I can jump off of it to grab that rope. Bring a power supply over here. You had one part where you have to get a big thing, a C4, because you have to blow open a gate, and you stick the C4 on a gas tank and one fist into an electrical circuit and then one fist into the C4 and everything blows up, and then you and your indestructible pants walk out. You're nothing but like all bones with some flesh hanging off of it, but your pants, sweet Jesus, they're so crisp. It's insanely fun. Definitely worth, I would say, renting. If nothing else, play the demo because you can still have that 5 minutes. It's just I was listening to Sarcastic Gamer and the way they were describing this game, because you know how I feel. Every single game that's based on a movie has sucked more ass than an ass sucker.
Wow, that's a lot of ass sucking.
So I was very surprised to hear anyone say good things about a game based on a movie, but this is enjoyable. It's fun.
Next topic.
We should mention on the forums our good friend Temple Dog, who has done most, if not all, of our graphics over the years. So Temple Dog has a new iPhone game from his company called Splashworks, and although I don't really care for the title because it sounds like a Girls Gone Wild video, it's called 21 and Fun.
X-Men Origins, 21 and Fun. Sorry, Jubilee, get out of here.
It's kind of a take on blackjack, although instead of like betting, you have 4 spots where you can put cards, and have a deck of cards. You can put them in one of the 4 slots. You have to make 21 out of each one of them, and the more 21s that you put in a row, the higher your point multiplier goes up, and then you get points for each one. It's kind of half puzzle game, half blackjack. Obviously, like I said, without the betting, but it's a fun little time-wasting type game. It's the kind of thing you can play for a couple minutes or a couple hours, but it's really good. It's a 99-cent game, so you're not really spending too much. It's very cartoony, as far as the graphics and everything, but it's very well done.
I'll have to check it out.
Next topic.
Did anybody try that Killing Floor zombie game?
Looks good. 6-player co-op survival horror first-person shooter.
It's such a rip-off thing. Left 4 Dead. I don't know. I can't bring myself to even try it.
I saw that and I thought, I'm not going to buy this because if we do ever get together to play multiplayer zombie survival games, it's probably going to be Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I was going to say, we already have one.
It might be a great game, but you know how I feel about buying games that we're going to play together, because we don't. So.
Well, you know what? I mean, hell, why leave when we already have a product that is fulfilling our zombie slaying group needs?
Just so you know, an anagram for Killing Floor is floor killing.
Will you get off the anagram website? Because I know you're not doing these in your head.
Oh, no, that one I did in my head. I just put the words. See what I did there.
See what I did there? I took the words and reversed them. That's...
This one's cool. For long I kill is Killing Floor. That one actually kind of makes sense. We should do that. All our reviews should be anagrams.
Yeah, you should do that. Knock yourself out.
You should do that, and then keep it to yourself, lock it up with a key, and then throw away the key, and then shoot yourself in the face.
It's cool, though, because your pants are indestructible.
You'll be fine. Your face will grow back, we promise.
Next topic.
I think there was only one real news story I want to do this week. Okay, so we all know that Champions Online
It's going to suck, right? Uh-huh.
It's going to suck. Well, yeah, whatever. It was scheduled to come out on July 14th of this year.
Oh, that coincide with the 25th anniversary of Superman. That's like interesting. I have no idea if that's true, by the way.
I thought that was funny.
Thank you.
So did I. That was good.
So they pushed the game back to September 1st.
Oh, that's a good idea, right when the kids go back to school.
Well, here is a statement from the design director of Champions Online.
Bill Roper?
Ah, damn, you screwed the joke up already.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to show off, not screw up Chad's joke.
No, it's gone. Well, basically, here was his thing. It is critically important for an MMO to be as good as possible as it can be at launch.
That's profound, man.
I'm not done yet. Through our constant dialogue with our vocal and supportive community of beta testers.
Read the 20 people who post on the forums and are going to decide how our game is played.
We quickly realized that in order to implement certain features that we all considered important, the development of Champions Online would require more time, so that's what we're going to give it. Cryptic has a proven track record of releasing blah, 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 blah. So they're delaying the game. And mind you, this is Bill Roper saying this. Fine man who gave us Hellgate London in its fine state at launch.
Ruining games with potential since 1995.
Through hours of beta test feedback, we've found that players want to fight against villains in our superhero games, so we're going to delay it a couple months and add them.
What we decided is that the single-player aspect for our MMO is not as good as we want it to be, so we're going to delay it, but dedicate more time to the single-player game of our massively multiplayer online game.
I think pushing it back, if there are beta people complaining about it, is a good idea. Bill Roper has been through the the beta launch of, what was that, Hellgate, which I think went okay, all things considered. The launch, right? I mean, the launch went okay, servers
the
didn't
launch-
crash.
No,
No,
No, it went
was
horrible.
not
It
good.
was a disaster.
It was a disaster.
It was plagued with bugs. Like, you'd be grouped with a party of your friends, and you'd teleport into an instance, and you couldn't see anybody in your party.
Yeah, they were there. You just couldn't see them.
I mean, and that was just one of the minor bugs. No, I mean, yeah, it was not good.
Definitely wasn't good.
No,
bad.
definitely not good.
Bad. Very bad.
Definitely bad. Hot water burned the baby.
I'm still looking forward to Champions Online.
My biggest issue is what issues they're responding to via the beta testers. Because I'm not a terribly big fan. I mean, yeah, go ahead, have your forum, see what people think of your game, but really, in the long run, you should be sticking to the game you wanted to make in the first place and not listen to anybody, because it's been proven time and time again that if you just fulfill what people expect of a game and want of a game, you're going to get something that's very, very boring to play and has absolutely nothing new in it, because people are just going to tell you exactly what they want from World of Warcraft, except with a superhero game.
Either that, or you're going to have 100 people giving you recommendations on how to change things, and every single one of them is going to be different. And you're going to try and take like the top couple that are similar, and you're going to please a couple of people and piss off the rest.
Yeah, don't. The whole kind of test audience focus group and then tailoring your stuff to what those people wanted is, I don't know, I don't approve.
I mean, yeah, World of Warcraft, they try and find a happy medium. They do things because the community complains, so they fix them, but they also break a lot of things by doing that.
I mean, it's one thing if there's just a really, really annoying feature of the game, or like if you're constantly running back and forth between 2 points, it'd be great if you could just, avoid that or something. But if you're talking about like major story or gameplay changes, like, oh, combat's too fast, it should take longer, and it doesn't feel as, I don't know, just stuff like that where you're actually changing how you initially wanted the gameplay to feel based on what the beta testers think. I don't approve of. I mean, if you're making a game, you've obviously played enough that you know what you want your game to do.
It's notorious MMOs keep doing it. Didn't Keith, you guys were playing Star Wars, and they kind of revamped the entire system 2 or 3 times in Star Wars, like they didn't know what they were trying to do, right?
Yeah, they went from, just traditional kind of MMO. We had different skill trees. But the thing is you were supposed to figure out how to become a Jedi. So you'd spend all your points, you'd max out your guy, and then there was nothing to do short of try to become a Jedi, but no one knew how to become a Jedi because they didn't tell you. You were supposed to figure it out. I left after my dude got maxed out and I wasn't doing anything anymore. Then they switched it to kind of like a more shooty type game. And then they tried to switch it back to a regular MMO type game with like Jedis just being a class. And they've overhauled it multiple times.
It's like a paid-for public beta.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, just make the damn game you intended to make in the first place, and it'll either do good or it won't. And if you're good at making games or think you're good at making games, it really shouldn't be an issue.
We'll find out in September.
No, it'll suck. I hold very little hopes for it. I hope to eat my words, but I doubt it.
It's a bad sign that an anagram for Champions Online is complain hose in.
That doesn't even make sense, you stupid.
It could be maniac phone lion.
That's funny.
That's kind of funny. I revoked my previous cursing of you because that was pretty funny.
Next topic.
BlizzCon tickets sold out in a record-breaking seconds or something. They're $125 a pop. They went on sale, and moments later, they were sold out.
They're $125 a pop?
And they're gone.
Yeah.
They're like, ready, go. Oh, stop.
Stop. There's no more. Oh, God. Why aren't you stopping?
You don't even bother trying to do that anymore just because, it's so ridiculous how quickly it sells out. And it's only going to get worse the next couple of years with StarCraft and Diablo 3 coming out, not to mention how popular World of Warcraft is. Everybody wants to go to that thing.
Are they streaming that over the internet? Can you watch events over that?
You can pay for it on DirecTV for $40.
Okay.
Wow.
What you can do is you can go to the event, you can get the full broadcast thing on DirecTV for $40, but that gets you everything. It gets you the goodie bag that everyone gets who attends the event, which is usually filled with lots of cool stuff. And I think what they're doing this year is they're doing clips and stuff over the internet for free. So they'll do like speeches and, you're just getting the highlights over the internet.
I don't know why I just picture when you walk into the auditorium, there's a dude standing at the podium with a exclamation point over his head, and you walk down there and you touch him, and then you read the keynote speech like individually.
No, and then you don't read the keynote speech. It's like, all right, where am I supposed to go? Just where am I supposed to go?
Next.
So you stand on a box and shout, "Does anyone know where you're supposed to go?" And then a whole bunch of people berate you and say, "Why didn't you read the text?" Looking for group for cafeteria run.
There's so many funny things we could do at the BlizzCon.
The thing is it would be funny, but there's people who do that. They make like baseball hats with a big yellow exclamation point on it.
Yeah, there was a dude that was at PAX that had a spring and an exclamation point.
Did you touch him?
I think he was giving hand jobs or something.
$1.
You looking to party? You looking to party? No, I'm looking for a group. That's totally different.
All you got to do is accept this quest. Huh? You want to accept the quest? Accept or decline. Accept or decline. Oh, yeah, you accepted.
Next topic.
Because it fits with the group, Big Llama is an anagram for mailbag.
Hey guys, this is Andrew.
What's up, Andrew?
I was just wondering if you knew anything about Final Fantasy 13.
Yes, it's a story about an androgynous-looking Japanese guy with a giant weapon and his struggles to overthrow the oppressive government with a bunch of other androgynous Japanese people. And I don't know anything about Final Fantasy, but I would guarantee that that's the plot.
The only thing that you're missing, though, Chris, is that he once served the tyrannical government.
Ah, yes.
So close.
I'd be willing to bet they're completely overhauling the combat and leveling system. And it's going to be some big giant circle thing with gems that requires the fold-out map that comes with the game.
You have to put it over your screen. It's like a clear plastic cellophane. You have to put it on the screen so you can read the secret messages. None of us like Final Fantasy, so we're not the best people to ask.
Well, anymore. I enjoyed the very early ones, 1 and 2, and I also enjoyed 7, but 7 was the last one that I played.
9 was pretty good. 9 was kind of like the older ones.
I played Final Fantasy X2.
That one, no.
I played it, and I started the game, and I was at a camp, and there was 2 females, and I was at a cutscene that took like 40 minutes. I literally shut it off and brought it back to the store.
It was not a very good one. The X was okay, but X2,
I enjoy the smaller ones, like, not the full-blown Final Fantasies, but like Final Fantasy Tactics is really good, and some of the other smaller Final Fantasy, like the Crystal Defenders is good, but yeah, 7 was the last full-blown Final Fantasy I played.
Okay, so Andrew here is also wondering, we recommend any good role-playing games for the PC or Xbox 360?
Yes.
Could you name them?
Diablo 2. 2 Human. Well, it's like real role-playing or action role-playing?
You just said role-playing. If he's going Final Fantasy, I'm assuming...
So BioShock.
Yeah, that's not...
Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, those aren't anything like Final Fantasy.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect is closer. I would say Blue Dragon is your closest. Kingdom Under Fire was decent.
Yeah.
For the 360... I also highly recommend Fable 2 and Fallout 3. Those are both really good.
Yeah, Fable 2 is action. I actually enjoyed Fable 2. I tried to enjoy Fallout 3. Fallout 3 is an amazing game. It's just not for me. Oblivion is really good. It would depend on what kind of, if he wants text, lots of reading, lots of quests, kind of turn-based stuff, Final Fantasy JRPG style.
Yeah, you have like Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey.
Star Ocean, Last Remnant.
Yeah, those are like the old school turn-based... I'm going to hit you, then wait for you to hit me, that kind of thing. And then you start getting into the action ones, which are the other ones we mentioned. But really depend on which type of RPG you're looking for.
Next topic.
Okay, and I'd really prefer if we kind of wound down here.
Oh, but I made this factor crap. We're going to do this segment because I made it.
What?
I'm kidding. I didn't do anything.
I was like, wow, that was pretty good. He's annoying the heck out of Chad, but he put effort into.
If listeners want to hear more this week, they can go listen to our interview with Chad Lee from React Games, which will be out right before this episode on the feed. And you can find out all about Archon Classic. And that was Video Game Show episode number 142 for Sunday, May 17th, 2009. Any ham sandwiches or share dream pies to give to the world peoples?
Ham sandwich to Sargastic Gamer for recommending X-Men Origins, because it's a very fun game.
Hand sandwich to Levi for making indestructible pants.
Cheddar Dream Pie to Myanmar.
Myanmar. Myanmar.
That was fantastic.
It would just f***ing suck to live there. I don't know.
Wait, what's that? What is it?
That's the one that used to be Burma until it was taken over by a corrupt government, who is in the process of imprisoning the only person that could run against the dictator in charge and win.
Is that like current events, like news stuff?
Yeah.
Wow, I should turn the TV on.
I think that's what also made it more funny, is because I think I'm the only other one that had any idea.
I've lost all touch with reality. A couple weeks ago, a plane actually crashed about a quarter of a mile from where I work, because there's an airport right by us, and it was a small little like 2-man plane, and it crashed right in front of a church. And
You're like, why the f*** is traffic all backed up? Got beep, beep, beep.
No.
Come on, is there somebody die?
I was walking with a guy down to the cafeteria, and he's like, "Yeah, man." And then when that plane crashed, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, the what now?" And he's like, a plane frickin' crashed and exploded, giant ball of fire, people died, like
10 feet that way.
yeah." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, I was playing World of Warcraft last night when that happened. I mean,
everything's fine in Azeroth. We just took back a finger from the evil Lich King. Another 100 years of peace is secured.
Nobody mentioned anything in trade chat or anything, so I mean,
That must not have been important.
This week, we're starting up a contest thanks to Naruto on the forums. We're giving away a 2-month subscription code for World of Warcraft. To win the code, look for details on our Twitter feed at twitter.com/videogameshow. And as always, send your comments, questions, queries, concerns, or roll call question to the mailbag at mailbag@videogameshow.org, Skype us at videogameshow, or call us at 320-300-GAME. That is a standard long-distance call, and all normal fees apply. And that's a wrap. Good night.
It's overrated. Swine flu? I don't believe it.
It's just flu. That's all it is. It's flu.
A woman died in Washington the other day, and everyone went ape crap.
And she had a weak heart.
Yeah, old people generally die when they get the flu.
Yes, because they're old.
That's what
And
they
it's
do.
God's mercy. Get them the hell away from us.
Die painfully from a disease from a pig. That's God's
This
mercy.
is my benevolent mercy. Suffer!
It's old school God.
I'll fill your lungs with mucus because I am just as good.
The old days, the good days, Old Testament days.
Old Testament God.
We're bringing it back.
Oh, apparently God is also Macho Man.
Yeah.
That would make a lot more sense.
brother, yeah. I will rain down upon you and flood the earth, killing all of humanity, yeah.
Now that's some heresy.